Hi, my name is Ethan Jenkins. I am an undergraduate research fellowship student at Morehead State University under the Eastern Kentucky Arts Project. The Appalachian Artisan Center is a nonprofit organization based out of Hindman, Kentucky, with the goal of developing Eastern Kentucky's economy through arts, culture, and heritage. They have multiple artist studios and programs, including ceramics, blacksmithing, and Appalachian lutherie. Unfortunately, devastating flooding that hit eastern Kentucky in late July impacted the Artisan Center and still has lasting effects to this day. A typical week for the center before flooding had exhibitions, spaces for studio artists in their Artist Incubator program, and opportunities for kids and families to create. The center has a store, is a tourist destination, and has ties to art companies and organizations like the Troublesome Creek String Company. Renee Anderson is the Artistic Director and Culture of Recovery Coordinator at the center. The Culture of Recovery program is a way that the organization is addressing substance abuse disorders through creativity, supplementing existing treatments for opportunities in skill building in the arts. She says that even before the flooding, the center was important in making a difference in people's lives.
We have a very big healing through the arts presence doing with the Culture of Recovery program, which partners with the Knott County Drug Court and a couple different recovery centers in Knott County. And so throughout the week, we will usually have almost every single day, you can bet that we have people who are in recovery that are in the building, either doing community service hours by cleaning, or they are coming in doing art workshops.
Anderson says the center has lost almost all of their artist studios, as most of them were on the bottom floor, including most of their ceramics equipment.
Kilns and pottery wheels and even stuff like wedging table and slab roller have had some damage to them. Like the slab roller will have to have either, if not completely replaced, it will have to have a new canvas and stuff like that. And all of our stuff in our classroom and the artist studios. We had a dulcimer museum downstairs where we had 30 to 40 dulcimers within the museum, and most of them got wiped out, swept out the window.
The string instrument factory and the School of Lutherie were both also impacted. Anderson says that the factory had a lot of heavy machinery that was either damaged or destroyed.
They had a lot of mud from the runoff behind the hill, so they probably had the most mud inside of their building that they had to be trekking through. And then our School of Lutherie had both of those places had a lot of wood that suffered a lot of damage. And that building we're going to have to move the School of Lutherie because that building is not safe to have anything going back in there.
Luckily, she says her personal life at home was not hit by the flooding, as she lives in Johnson County, but her office and studio were both in the downstairs of the building.
All of the art supplies that I've purchased over the past several years and carefully picked out supplies. Larger things like my vinyl cutter, my laptop, my camera, and projector were all completely destroyed. And then some of the smaller things I couldn't find in the mud.
Anderson says the flooding has caused programs like Family Fun and Culture to Recovery to be put on hold due to lack of space, especially with air conditioning in their main building being out all of August.
We would love to do more, but with the state of our building, it's really difficult for us to do that. But we really wanted to get Family Fun back up and running, and also our Culture of Recovery workshops and stuff like that, because we do work with the recovery clients a lot, but we just don't have the space for it. So we're going to try and get into those facilities to do it on site for them.
Because the flooding was so widespread, many people and communities were affected. She says that oftentimes the arts can be overlooked in situations like this, but the Artisan Center is lucky to have support.
Art is getting cast aside really isn't the case in our area because there is so much art, and it's very rich in our heritage. I know Apple Shop and the Hindman Settlement School and us, between our three separate entities here at the Artisan Center, there is a lot of art that is just kind of in the heritage of these mountains. So it's something that we're really thankful for, but it's something it kind of shows people that art is something that they can pursue, and because of how loved it is in this area.
As far as supporting the Appalachian Artisan Center, they have a GoFundMe account and a place to donate at their website at artisancenter.net. They also have links to individual studio artists of theirs that have been impacted. The Troublesome Creek String Instrument Company also has a place to donate at their website at troublesomecreekguitars.com. Overall, the Eastern Kentucky Arts Project at Morehead State University has put together this feature to show vulnerability, to show care, and to show respect for all the flood victims and artists that were hurt by the floods by sharing Renee Anderson's situation and the story of the Artisan Center. We as artists can make a difference, can help bring others up, and can bring hope to positive change and rebuilding. For EKAP, I'm Ethan Jenkins.